Hello students, I am Shantini, biology teacher from St. George's School. Hope you are preparing well for the exams. 4 important topics today we will discuss. The first topic is nervous system, neuron. Neurons are the structural functional unit of nervous system. Neuron has got 2 parts. The cyton, spherical shaped cyton with the axon. The cyton has got nucleus with the cytoplasm surrounded by dendrons. The dendrons only that it receives the nerve impulse and that is conducted through the axon to the adjacent nerve cell. The axon is covered by 2 coverings called as outer neurilemma and the inner myelin sheath, nodes of Ranvier. The axon, it ends in terminal branches. These terminal branches only it is connected to the dendrons of the adjacent neuron. The junction between the terminal branches of the axon with the dendrons, that junction is called as synapse. In the synapse only the chemical substance acetylcholine is secreted. The acetylcholine that it helps for the transmission of the nerve impulse from the one nerve cell to the another nerve cell. In the same topic, nervous system, the parts of brain. You must know the parts of brain: pair of olfactory lobes, cerebral hemisphere, diencephalon, pair of optic lobes, and medulla oblongata. Each part of the brain has got its own function. The olfactory lobes that it controls the sense of smell, the cerebral hemisphere that it controls intelligence, reasoning, vision, hearing. All the functions are controlled by the cerebral hemisphere. And then the diencephalon, the optic lobes that it controls vision, cerebellum controls the muscular movements, medulla oblongata that it controls the involuntary functions, the functions of the brain. The entire central nervous system, both brain and the spinal cord, it is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. The cerebrospinal fluid only, it nourishes and it supplies oxygen to the brain cells. The reflex action, the action which is under the control of spinal cord without the interference of brain. For reflex action, it is a spontaneous action. For reflex action, you can give the common example as any dust particles, if it falls on the eye, when you touch any hot substance, withdrawal of a hand. If dust particle fall on the eye, blinking of the eye. So these are some of the examples for reflex action. The next topic is the human heart. The human heart, it's a 4-chambered muscular organ made up of cardiac muscle. The 4 chambers are right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. The right atrium is filled with the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body by superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. The left atrium, it is filled with the oxygenated blood by pulmonary veins. There is complete separation of the deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood because of the interauricular septum present. And there is a septum which is present separating the right ventricle and the left ventricle, interventricular septum. There is an opening which is present between the atrium and the ventricle. It is called as auriculoventricular opening, that is guarded by tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve. From the right ventricle, the pulmonary artery that it takes the deoxygenated blood outside from the heart to the lungs for purification. From the aorta, the oxygenated blood, it is carried by the aorta to all parts of the body. Heart is covered by the membrane called as a pericardium, and it is filled with the pericardial fluid. The pericardial fluid only that it gives protection to the heart. Heart produces two sounds called as the lub-dub sound. The lub sound is caused by the closure of the tricuspid bicuspid valve, and dub sound is caused closure of the semilunar valve. The heartbeat produces 72 times per minute. Heartbeat is measured by stethoscope. In the same chapter, blood pressure. Blood pressure is the pressure of the blood when it flows through the blood vessel. Blood pressure is measured by the instrument called as sphygmomanometer. And then you must know some of the differences between arteries and veins. Arteries and veins are the two blood vessels. All the arteries, they carry oxygenated blood. They are the thick-walled blood vessels. And veins are thin-walled blood vessels. They carry the deoxygenated blood, except pulmonary veins. All the arteries, they carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Some functions of the blood also you must know. The blood that it maintains the pH of body, blood maintains the body temperature, blood supplies oxygen and nutrients to the tissues. And the composition of blood that it consists of blood plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. Red blood cells helps in respiration, white blood cells helps in immunity, and platelets that it helps in coagulation of blood. For heart disease, to prevent heart disease, so many precautions, dietary control and the exercise are necessary for preventing heart disease. The next topic is the plant physiology. In plant physiology, chloroplastid cell organelle diagram is important. Chloroplastid, it is a green plastid that it consists of green pigments, and it is covered by two membranes, outer membrane and the inner membrane, and it is filled with matrix. Embedded in the matrix, there are disc-shaped structures which are called as thylakoids. These thylakoids are arranged as a pile of coins, and they are called as grana. They are interconnected. One grana is connected with the another grana. Ribosomes also present in the chloroplastid. In chloroplastid only, the photosynthesis that it takes place. There are two reactions in photosynthesis. One is called as a light reaction. The other one is called as a dark reaction. Photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight is called as light reaction. Photosynthesis in the absence of sunlight is called as dark reaction. And you must know the equation for photosynthesis. The raw materials for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll pigment, and it synthesizes starch. So what is the equation for photosynthesis? 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 6 molecules of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll pigment, that it gives glucose with the 6 molecules of oxygen. The chemical formula for glucose is C6H12O6. The next cell organelle is mitochondria. Mitochondria, that it helps in aerobic respiration, cellular biological oxidation. This cell organelle, it is called as a powerhouse of the cell. and it is covered by two membranes called as the outer membrane and the inner membrane, and it is filled with matrix. From the inner membrane there are finger-like processes which are projected into matrix called as cristae. On the cristae there are F1 particles are present. These F1 particles only involved in electron transport system. During the electron transport, ATP molecules are synthesized. That is why mitochondria is referred as a powerhouse of the cell. Adenosine triphosphate molecules are synthesized in mitochondria. There are two types of respiration. One is called as aerobic respiration. The other one is called as anaerobic respiration. Respiration in the presence of oxygen is aerobic respiration. Respiration in the absence of oxygen is called as anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration, which is otherwise referred as fermentation, which takes place in the presence of yeast. Next topic is heredity. What is heredity? Heredity is the transmission of the heritable characters generation after generation is called as heredity. So in heredity we study about the monohybrid cross. This monohybrid cross is given by Gregor Johann Mendel. By doing the hybridization experiment, he has given the Mendelian laws. Why it is called as a monohybrid cross? It is the cross between the two plants differing in single contrasting character. Two plants, tall plant, and it is crossed with the dwarf variety plant crossed. The tallness of the plant is represented by the genes called as capital T, and dwarfness of the plant is represented by small t, parental generation. They produce the gametes. So during the gamete formation, the genes they segregate and it enters into the gametes. Then the gametes they unite to form the F1 hybrids. The heterozygous F1 hybrids. You must know the meaning for homozygous and heterozygous. If the genes are identical, they are called as homozygous. If the genes are dissimilar, they are called as heterozygous. So F1 heterozygous individuals, when they are crossed during F1 generation, they produce the gametes. And these gametes, they join to produce the F2 hybrids in the next generation. That is in the F2 generation. So in the F2 generation, the gametes are written on top of the checkerboard and the gametes are written by the side of the checkerboard. There are 4 F2 hybrids are produced. These F2 hybrids are represented by 2 ratios as phenotype ratio and genotype ratio. What is phenotype? Phenotype is the external appearance of the individual is called as a phenotype. So the phenotype ratio is 3 tall and 1 dwarf variety plant. Genotype ratio is 1:2:1. 1 tall, homozygous tall, and 2 heterozygous tall and 1 dwarf. So in the same topic, heredity and variation, the structure of chromosomes, where they are located, the structure of the chromosome is also you have to be thorough with. The chromosomes which are present inside the nucleus and they only bear the genes or DNA. There are 4 types of chromosomes based on the structure. They are called as metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. The 4 types of chromosomes based on the position of the centromere. Then the structure of the DNA or the DNA which is otherwise referred as a gene. The expansion for DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, that it controls heredity. The structure of the DNA is given by Watson and Crick model, that he referred structure of DNA as the two polynucleotide strands. They unwind and produces the structure of the DNA. Why Mendel chose Physum sativum plant, that is pea plant, for his hybridization experiment? Because this plant it can be easily cultivated and also can be easily self-fertilized, and it has got the contrasting characters present. That is why Mendel chose pea plant for his hybridization experiment. Then the Okazaki fragments. The fragments of DNA explained by the scientist named Okazaki. So in his name only it is referred as Okazaki fragments. And the same topic, DNA finger technique, also it is given. The DNA finger technique, that it helps in many fields for analysis. What is gene therapy? Gene therapy is the treatment given by removing the defective gene, replacing the defective gene by the correct gene, is called as gene therapy. There are two types of gene therapy. One is called as somatic gene therapy. The other one is called as a germline gene therapy. Somatic cells, if the gene therapy is given, body cells, if the gene therapy is given, it is called as a somatic gene therapy. And germline gene therapy is the treatment given in the germ cells or reproductive cells. So far we discussed 4 topics, children. In these 4 topics you have to practice the diagrams and you have to write the technical terms, write and rewrite the technical terms. All the best. Thank you.